Daring abroad is not just about stories and entertainment. It is also about skills and knowledge transfer, investment opportunities, and the linkage between Kenyans daring abroad and their motherland.
East or west, home is best.
Today, we pitch tent in Kitengela, one of the hot investment destinations for Kenyans living abroad. On this show, find out why the real estate is reaping big from diaspora money and why Kenyans living abroad should invest back home. This through the eyes of Landmark Holdings, a real estate developer with homes here in Kitengela.
Taking note of the surrounding infrastructure that is coming up, Kitengela is a hotspot.
And on My Magical Kenya, the thrills of Elsamea Lodge and Conservation Center in Naivasha. Welcome, I'm Alex Chamwada. Kitengela is one of the fastest growing Nairobi satellite towns. Situated about 50 kilometers from the capital along the Namanga Road that connects Kenya and Tanzania via Namanga border. An acre of land here goes for about 12.3 million shillings according to the Haas Land Price Index. The value of land in this suburb has increased about 5 times in the last 10 years. Yes, this is a place many Kenyans living abroad would like to call home, if not for investment purposes. For example, a group of Kenyans living in the US known as JRN Investment Group found Kitengela a perfect place to buy land, which they later divided among themselves.
We were able to go through that process successfully, all done while we were here. We were able to use professionals to locate the land that we were interested in. Once it was verified it was good, we were able to use our attorneys to verify the legitimacy of the land. And once we went through all that, we made sure it was correct, then we were able to negotiate directly with the owner of the land to where we came to an agreement. Once we agreed how we're going to go about that, then we went ahead and purchased the land, subdivided it while we were still here, made sure everybody got their title. In the process, our land, the one that we bought in Kitengela, we were able to leave, the JRN was left with 7 acres there after dividing. So also not only did every member get their land, but the organization was also left there with 7 acres for future projects.
Kenyans in the diaspora have been keenly following developments in the city and its environs, with the satellite cities becoming more and more easily accessible.
Today, a lot of people want to come and stay very close to CBDs so that they can be able to reduce the number of hours they spend in traffic. But where we have land, and very good land for housing, is in that side. There is plenty of land. Now, if you look at where we are negotiating right now with the investors to put almost 250,000 houses, you have both lines. You have both lines of SGR and meter gauge passing through there. So that means someone can live there, get onto a train, within 45 minutes you're in the CBD, and you have, here we are crumbled, and where you're living is not as a result of your preference, but you're forced by circumstances.
Developers are cashing in on the changing face of the Nairobi metropolitan. Sahib Sethi, a director at Kitengela Plains, which is a subsidiary of the real estate development arm of Landmark Holdings, is upbeat about the new Kitengela.
The new infrastructure that is coming up around Nairobi, making the Nairobi metropolitan closer, such as the expressway, the Athi River train station, which is now actually open. You can live out in Kitengela and be working in the city with minimum trouble at all. The expressway, I feel, is a game changer to the Kitengela area and the greater Nairobi area. The way I see it, you will be able to go from the city to Kitengela Plains in about 30 minutes, which normally would take about an hour. A lot of worries that some people have is, what is there around in Kitengela? Well, there's a lot, from education, from good international schools offering, the local and British curriculum and other international curriculums, to universities, from, Kampala University, KAG University, to hospital facilities, recreational facilities, such as nice restaurants, children areas where they can go out and take your kids to play, shopping malls, and the like.
Apart from the infrastructural developments, Kitengela is winning many hearts due to its serene environment.
You get that out of the city feel. The air is pure, it's quiet, you can hear the birds chirping. Having these local farmers producing their produce, you get good, fresh, organic products around, and it's pure. You come out here and you feel like you're out of the city, but yet the city is just a stone throw away.
Kenyans living abroad sent home well over 300 billion shillings in remittances in the year 2020. A big chunk of this diaspora cash is now going into the real estate. The developers are literally tripping over each other to get a share of it.
Taking note of the surrounding infrastructure that is coming up, Kitengela is a hotspot. There are several real estate indexes that have issued reports on how the Nairobi metropolitan, in particular Kitengela, is the place to buy, and how billions of shillings are being invested in this area. So that's where a lot of diaspora interest and a lot of investment buyers, taking advantage of that. We also have, from cultural backgrounds, a good mix, from Indian to European to Kenyan, which is nice. So a nice cosmopolitan interest from the buyers, which is key. It's a vibrant place to be.
Seti, a diaspora returnee who has lived in the United Kingdom before, knows quite well the challenges Kenyans living abroad have been going through.
Unfortunately, people have bent their fingers, have been cheated on in the diaspora, where that has resulted in a lot of diaspora money not being invested in this country. What I can say now confidently is that has definitely changed. A lot of statistics today have shown that the diaspora are investing billions and billions of shillings into our beautiful country, which is a blessing for us.
However, Kenyans in the diaspora are now smarter. They are now investing through trusted professionals, and they know the real meaning and importance of due diligence.
The upside of that is that I want to build a house and I call my uncle, or I want to buy a plot and I call my sister and tell them go to Kitengela, look for me, try and get me a plot. What we don't know, we are setting those people up, because when you ask them to go there, maybe they have never been to Kitengela, maybe they don't know a single land. When they get there, what they'll do, they'll start looking or asking like anybody else will be doing. And what will happen? What are the chances of them being conned? Almost the same as you.
Or give the diaspora that reassurance that, look, Landmark and Kitengela Plains, these are already a group working with the diaspora, building big, large-scale projects for diaspora investors, and that we are trusted and are able to deliver for the diaspora.
So how unique is Kitengela Plains, and what can the diaspora expect?
These are 4-bedroom townhouses of 225 square meter each. All bedrooms are en suite with a sizable master bedroom, modern kitchen, nice open space living rooms.
Details right after the break. Welcome back. Today we've pitched tent in Kitengela, one of the suburbs that are reaping big from the ongoing infrastructural projects in the city of Nairobi, with Kenyans living abroad taking advantage of its growing value. In my many journeys abroad, the Kenyans I meet are keen to know how their motherland is doing and where they can invest their money. All this amid reports of increasing remittances. And you'll be surprised to learn that despite the COVID-19 pandemic, Kenyans in the diaspora sent more money home during the COVID year than any other year, surpassing the 300 billion shillings mark. Their interest home, however, is not just about business.
There's also a good number of people who are here who strongly, they would like to work, invest, raise their kids here, but they do not intend to grow old here and end up in nursing homes. So this is the time to start investing so that you have a place to go to.
As indicated in part 1 of this show, Kitengela is one of the Nairobi satellite towns that are reaping big from the diaspora cash, with real estate developers wasting no time to take advantage of that.
The surrounding infrastructure coming up, there is not a doubt that there is appreciation. I mean, currently, as we speak today, just as we see the expressway progressing very well and the government putting a lot of effort to provide surrounding infrastructure for these areas and opening up these areas, we've already seen, a huge amount of interest coming into Kitengela Plains, in the last maybe 6 months. So for diaspora, I would say now is the time to buy while the price is down, while the units are available, because they are moving fast. There has been a lot of interest due to the surrounding infrastructure, and that is no doubt a game changer in the value of land and developments in this area.
Kitengela Plains is made up of 48 units. The beauty of the house is that it's 4-bedroomed and all the rooms are en suite. Apart from that, we also have a self-contained servant quarter. We have a Adobe area, we have a spacious kitchen, and to boot we also have a spacious backyard and a front yard. And within the estate, we have our own borehole. We have the electric fence. The place is very well secured. So apart from that, we do have a play area for the children, which is quite spacious. So currently, the houses are going for 9.8 million shillings. And we do have 2 options at the moment. We have cash option, and we also have a mortgage option. So this is the master bedroom.
Quite spacious.
It's very spacious. As you can see, this is a 6x6 with side stands, and you're still left with enough space on both sides. You can see we have a large window for natural lighting. Actually, the window covers 70% of the wall on this side.
Space for us is not only the space within the house. We appreciate the outdoors, and we like to give our homeowners and our clients a lot of green space. In Kitengela Plains, it's not a concrete jungle.
It's not a concrete jungle.
Yeah,
I like
we
that.
want to take advantage of being in Kitengela, being outside, being in the open. Homeowners should be able to come over, sit in their garden. Yeah, we try to be as eco-conscious as possible. Try to use as many as eco-friendly products in the development.
Kitengela lies in the Rift Valley region of Kenya, but with the ongoing infrastructural projects in the Nairobi metropolitan, many feel that living here is as good as being part of the capital city. Here at Kitengela Plains, there are those who bought the units for rental purposes and others as their homes. We're lucky to get a corner house, eh?
It doesn't come by every day, so we are very privileged to have had a corner house. Yeah, very, 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 very privileged to be living here. We're trying. at least the lady of the house is trying. This is our 7th month here now. We actually were the firstborn babies of this place. Yeah, we started living here when there was actually nobody here. We were the only residents here. We were drawn to come and live here, basically because we are a young family and we wanted an environment that really works for us, and most importantly for our child.
Got it.
The environment here, what you see in this establishment, is probably the most high-end thing you see around here. When you walk out of the gate, all you see is farms, animals.
Yeah, it gives you a rural feel.
A rural feel, but most importantly, the air is fresh. It's not
fresh, yeah.
where we work, where we, the cities where we go, trying to make bread. Is really, the air is chalky.
Great. You may have been wondering where diaspora money goes. And yes, real estate is one of the beneficiaries. And there we've learnt a lot on why Kenyans living abroad are getting more and more confident to invest back home. That was through the eyes of Landmark Holdings that has homes here in Kitengela. Time now for My Magical Kenya. And we join my colleague Michael Zimanji, who visited Naivasha recently.
My Magical Kenya, brought to you by Chams Adventures.
Today on My Magical Kenya, we are at Samia Lodge. Located in Naivasha, Nakuru County, Samia is a one-of-a-kind destination and an oasis of serenity and natural beauty.
There's plenty to see here. Within the area, you get more than 240 different types of birds. Unlike the hotels whereby maybe you have electric fences and things like that. During the day we have monkeys, we have the colobus monkeys, you have varvets, you have baboons. During the night we have zebras crossing through the compound. We have giraffes, we have eland, we have warthog, we have dik-diks, we have all sorts of animals.
Established in 1984, the lodge offers visitors a unique experience when it comes to ecotourism. From boat tours of Lake Naivasha to scenic nature walks on the 54-acre plot, Samia is packed with eco-friendly activities.
So how many monkeys do you know? Columbus, baboons.
Probably its most important role is in education of Kenyan kids, showing them what conservation looks like, how important it is to the local community and in the interests of the wider community of animals, among which we are just one.
It is definitely the go-to place for those passionate about conservation, which is not at all surprising given the lodge's unique history.
This is the retirement home of George and Joy Adamson, who are conservationists. George was a game warden in Meru National Park, and they were looking for a retirement home. So when George left Meru National Park, they were looking for a property where they could buy and settle, and they came to this area. In 1956, there was a lion which was attacking people in Meru. So George Adamson, with his group, went around looking for this lion. And in the process, they were attacked by another lion, a lioness that was killed. Thereafter, they realized that it had cubs. And when they looked around, they got 3 cubs. And they took these cubs home.
Now, besides nature excursion and boat tours, visitors also enjoy a walk through history at the lodge's private museum. And did I mention the mouth-watering fine dining experience?
We come to Kenya several times a year, probably 5 or 6 times a year, and we go and do school ministries. we plant churches and train pastors. And anytime we're close, we try to stay here. We like what they're about, and we like the atmosphere here.
With all this, it is no wonder that visitors hail from all over the globe just to get a taste of what this world-famous lodge has to offer.
Here I've got a piece of fish that
So,
sometimes
the next time you find yourself in Nakuru County, you may consider visiting this amazing place for a worthwhile experience. Chams Media. My name is Michael Zimanji.
My Magical Kenya, brought to you by Chams Adventures.
Thank you so much, Michael, for that dispatch from Naivasha. And as we wind up, this is to remind our dear viewers that daring abroad is not just about how Kenyans are faring abroad, but also about investment opportunities back home and the beauty of their motherland. That's how we end the show today. Many thanks for watching, and we look forward to meeting you again next time. Bye-bye for now.